Welcome everyone to another wonderful episode here at Jaws of Podiatry. We find ourselves once again, as everyone knows, we give back to the community. We're in one of our clinics giving back. Just want to mention that, they have very strict rules and guidelines in respect to using the Dremel. So, we're not able to use the Dremel in these clinics. I don't make the rules. Again, I do not make the rules.
Oh man!
We just follow the rules. We have a gentleman that has severely dystrophic or severe dystrophic great toenail plates, which have been present as such for 10 years in duration. The interesting thing is a lot of people, and I think this is a great case because all the lesser toenail plates are perfectly fine. The only two nail plates that are affected are the great toenail plates. And we were talking about, just to answer probably a question that I will receive, and I get a lot, is what causes, why only the great toes? It's multifactorial: occupation, shoe gear, things in the past. Again, it's been 10 years. So, a lot of people are always asking me, well, how do you trim these toenails? Okay, and I'm gonna show you guys, how do we basically give these nails a really nice haircut. Let's get to work. Okay, so as everyone can see, extremely dystrophic, super thick, subungual debris, incurvation of all of the nails. So let's get to work. I already So we start from the top. Okay. Always from the top. Keeping in mind the underlying nail bed. And I know with certainty that because it's been 10 years, the underlying nail bed has adapted. So we got to be very careful. I really love these double action nippers because they just help. I don't have to really dig into the nail, right? They just do their thing. ¿Está bien, people? Okay. Let's go to the other side carefully, Basically just evaluating what's good, what's bad. Look at that with a curette. That's the nail bed right there. Perdona. Yeah. Could be very uncomfortable. It's very sensitive. But it's going to feel great at the end. Se va a sentir mejor. This is all just callus, just packed in there. ¿Cuándo fue la última vez que te hicieron algo así?
Que me hicieron, no, yo mismo me lo hice.
So he's, basically he's never had this done before. He tries to.
Yo traté de resolver porque Vaya, no he podido aguantar eso en internet.
Let's try to see what we can do here. ¿Tiene dolor aquí cuando lo hago así?
No, ahí no.
No. It's very risky. It really is. You know, the ideal scenario here would be to take the Dremel. But again, we don't have... Mira mi piececito para acá.
Ahí me duele.
Tienes una uña acá abajo.
Mhm.
Get down there, guys. Look at that. Tremendo hueco.
No importa, el problema es que...
Look at that, in there.
Ese era un internet que tenía, ¿no?
Sí.
Ajá.
Looks pretty clean here. I can see where the nail ends here, so it's definitely not embedded into the nail fold. ¿Se siente mejor?
Sí, claro. Mhm.
Excelente.
Pero todo eso podría ir nosotros picando. Sí.
Vamos a tratar. He wants me to go. He wants me to trim more, but we're gonna try. Do no harm. It literally feels like a piece of concrete. I'll just use my fingers, give myself a little bit more leverage here. This is where the Dremel really comes in handy. Just like Seinfeld said, it is what it is. Okay. Let's take a look at the right. So, let's start with the one on the right. Look at this. You can already see the abyss. I really like to try to grab these big chunks at the beginning. They just make everything a lot easier. Let's work on this side because then I want you to come around. See if we can grab this big chunk right here like that. So the camera just went nowhere. That's because a piece of nail landed on Caesar's forehead. Let's continue, come on. Oh my God, too funny. That's why we don't talk you know, but we have the good fortune of having, you know, the masks on these days. All this will cause a lot of discomfort. You know, people are always like, "Oh, what about the curette? The curette." Sometimes, you know, if you really know how to use the nipah works just as well as the curette. Even though these curettes are definitely sharp, they, you know, they work really well. Hard to get into these crevices. They work well. Excellent. Okay, great. Let's go to the other side. Okay. Oh, vaya. And we're trying to get that big, excuse me, Caesar. These double actions are so sharp. I mean, just being able to just remove all this debris, just kind of like that. Kind of just lift it and trim it. Aye. This is good. You see? Very sensitive, especially after 10 years. No one has ever done this for him. Just try to push it back as much as I can. Here we got to be very careful. The skin is right here. So we're going to take this little last chunk out. Again, just kind of using the nail nipper as kind of like a little bit of a, just to soften everything up. Since we don't have the Dremel here, they don't let us use it. Ahí. Yeah. Yeah. Here we go. There we go.
desenterrado.
Oh, ya salió.
¿Y por qué duele
There
así?
we go. You see the skin is right here. We cleaned everything up. We'll trim this little nudge here. Make sure it doesn't get caught in the sock. Fantastic. Okay, we're all done. Again, doing what we do, one toe at a time. For all the non-subscribers, subscribe. We will continue to upload videos on a daily basis. Make sure that your notification buttons are on. If you like this video, give us a like, comments. We love them. Keep them coming. Have a wonderful day, everyone.